So today I want to help you make sure you understand what this Hit the Lights lab was about. Now what I want you to notice first is if you have a black actor, right, the black tinted object, no matter what color light shines on it, it's always going to look black. Now the interesting thing with the red and green and blue, if you think of RGB, red, green, and blue, the only color the red can look is red. And the only time it's going to look red is if it is mixed with a light that has been made by red. Because what's happening is when something is red, the red light waves are bouncing off and coming back to your eyes. But if you had white light that has red and green and blue, the green and blue are absorbed by the material. So the only color that's bouncing off is red. So if you have a red Now, I've noticed a number of people had some trouble with this next page, so I'm going to kind of talk you through it. So based on your observations, the two factors can affect the color are the color of the object and the color of the light shining on the object. And you should write this out more completely. If you remember from our previous notes, the additive primary colors of light are RGB, red, green, and blue. And when you mix them together, you get white. Now, in order to produce yellow light, you have to mix together red and green. And I'd like you to write these out. To make magenta light, you need red and blue. And to make cyan light, you need blue and green. When the light, number 3, when the white light shines on the yellow costume, the costume absorbs, now it's going to absorb everything but yellow, and yellow is made by red and green. So the only thing it absorbs is blue light, and it reflects red and red and green make yellow. Now where this is confusing, and this is a totally separate thing here, this should have been written in a new paragraph, I think. The yellow costume is going to appear red. When would it appear red? And so what we're going to do is we're going to look over here and we're going to find when the yellow costume would appear red. And it gives you 3 lines, but there's really only 2 times. The yellow costume is going to appear red if the red color, the red costume, is illuminated with red light or with magenta light. So red or magenta. It's going to appear green. So let me erase this now. So when is the yellow thing going to appear green? It's going to appear green. The yellow thing will appear green if it has green light or cyan light. Green or cyan. And they gave you an extra line here, so that's not very helpful. It's going to appear black. So the yellow is going to appear black when it is mixed with either black light or blue light. So black light, or that's this sign, or blue light. And again, there's nothing in this blank. So that's the way you find this out. You're going to go back to your chart over here, and you're going to put the colors in where they belong by looking at your chart. And again, what you're going to find out is the only time that they are going to appear that color is when they reflect the different colors of light that make that color. So go ahead and pause the video, fill in the rest of these, and when you're done, come back and check your answers. So here is the final answer key. I'd like you to check your answers and make sure you have them all correct.